As the Kendrick
Come on, Wayne said keep it Canadian. Why you putting his on niggas?
Lamar and Drake beef heated up, fans are going back and diving into Drake other beefs. Now, while fans were diving deep into the Drake and Pusha T beef, they uncovered a gem that a lot of people forgot about. This Pusha T tweet from 2018 after Pusha T exposed the fact that Drake had a son that he hadn't told the world about yet and made fun of Drake's best friend 40 for having a chronic illness. Now, Pusha T will claim
That nigga was sick. But that nigga said he's sick.
that Drake is floating out $100,000 for anybody who got dirt on Pusha T. And
Yeah, I got you this video, bro. I kind of want to see this one.
Pusha T is saying that he's not really concerned because he don't have any skeletons out there. The most common question I've been seeing on multiple threads about this is a lot of people who are rediscovering this information is asking, yo, what happened? How did this play out? Well, after Pusha T exposed that Drake had
That nigga Adonis look like his grandma.
a secret child with this corn star from France called Sophie and
How does this nigga eyes blue?
made fun of Drake's best friend.
I don't know why they
40
have
having
beef.
scoliosis and not having much time to live. Drake felt like
Cause Drake be doing slick shit. He know what he do.
things have taken a turn.
That nigga know what he do.
To rap, and he was no longer interested in rapping.
And
There ain't no reason why everybody going against this nigga now.
yeah, that situation just went, it just went where it went, and it's just there's no turning back. It's not like those other situations. I'll say at that point, it wasn't even about battle rap or any of that. It was just the information was too shocking. It was, like I said, on his part, it was a genius chess move. He obviously has no, when it comes to me, he's not gonna have any morals or respect. So the other elements of the record, whether it be just the shit that he's making up about my mom and my dad, and all this dumb shit, or obviously the part that hit me the most, which is wishing that my friend that has an illness dies. That shit to me is just not really wavy. I'm just not really with that. And when I did say, oh, there's rules to this, I didn't mean there's rules that anybody has to follow. But in battle rap, they just
In battle rap, them niggas are brutal. They don't care.
Headshotted that guy the other day because he was on stage and he pulled out a picture of the guy's dead aunt and started rapping about, that type of shit. And it just is what it is. There's a point where you're gonna wanna stop rapping. I'm sure I could say something about, your lovely lady or, a child or a family member, and you're just gonna wanna not really rap anymore. So that's just kind of where I got to it.
And according to Pusha T, Drake was actually trying to compromise people around him, even putting $100,000 bounty or anybody with information on Pusha T that could be detrimental. Out on the Joe Budden podcast, Pusha T will leak audio of an industry female handler on the phone with an associate of Pusha T, trying to get him to turn on Pusha T and hand over information that could be detrimental.
Man, what? Niggas got the wiretaps?
A lot of back and forth between each other. But I got his DJ, actually. I know the guy personally, but I got his DJ, man, that did all his tours with him and the whole nine. And he got so much shit to say to you, man. You know what I mean? Really? Yeah, but it's sensitive and it's real. And it's, you know what I mean? It's unfiltered. So it's we all in the town. It probably be some issues behind it, but that ain't a big deal. But
so this female gave this guy a call who had some run-ins with Pusha T, so she believed that this guy would turn on Pusha T, but he didn't. He's just baiting her, letting her know, yo, I know Pusha T's DJ who's been on tour with him. He has a lot of dirt on Pusha T. He's willing to talk to you, just to sort of bait her and try to understand exactly what she wants from Pusha T, so he could then tell Pusha T exactly what they were talked about. So she described exactly what she's looking for. She even said, yo, I'm not looking for nothing that could put him in jail. I just want something that can expose him as a hypocrite, including maybe he has a baby on the way that nobody knows about.
I feel like for what they're dealing with right now, some of the stuff that might be more, that might get niggas in trouble, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas in trouble.
That's the sister. The sister.
I think maybe that's left off the table because, people don't want to be dry snitching and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Whereas Whereas something like a baby, like you can't throw stones in a glass house. You know what I mean? Like that is very relevant to the whole situation. So I don't know. You want to call me back with the DJ? What you want?
Pusha T will explain that Drake actually got somebody near and dear to him to flip on him. The lady who was calling around to all of Pusha T's associate trying to get dirt on Pusha T was a lady that Pusha T was at her wedding, right?
What?
Pusha T was close with her husband. They had a good relationship, and Pusha T was kind of hurt that she flipped on him for Drake.
An old friend of mine said, listen, somebody
For Drake, you don't even know the nigga. You don't even know the nigga.
reached out to me. They got $100,000 for information on you. I knew it was true simply because the person, they should have never known this person.
Privy.
Yeah, like this is from 2001 to, you know.
Different time in your life.
Totally.
Yeah.
Cool.
Drake caught on 4K Ultra.
That's a good way to put that word. Different time in your life.
And at the same time, like it was a shocker because the person who was mediating, it was a girl named Cap. This person who was mediating this $100,000 was somebody who worked on all of my projects. Like she worked.
Damn. You really be your own niggas, bruh.
Worked on all of my projects. Worked on Adidas campaigns. I was at her baby shower. Why you
I got your IG after
ever do that to me? And you know
video.
it's real deep. It's real deep with me and her, just in regard to like, you know.
Is it just a money thing that makes somebody do that? Is it
I
solely
don't
fiscal?
think so. I don't think so. I think it's heat. I think it's wanting to be next to heat. You know, she is an industry person. She is industry.
So that matters.
Know, and that's what it is. And it threw me for a minute. Like I actually called her husband. I was like, listen, this is what I heard. I hate that I'm hearing this right now, but if it is true, you understand that I'm not playing with anybody.
Now, I know Pusha T says there's no skeletons they could dig up, but with 100,000, man, somebody
They go find that
say
shit.
something. And we just learned with this whole Kendrick and Drake beef, Brett, that you really don't need the truth. You just need a good narrative and make people believe your narrative, right?
Yeah.
But we never really got to hear exactly what dirt Drake uncovered on Pusha T because we never really heard the last diss record that Drake and Jay Prince and others claimed that Drake had in the tuck. But it was just so foul and flagrant that Drake didn't feel comfortable putting that out.
And when I was making the record in response, which was a real record, I know people think it's like some myth. It was like on this Vinyls beat, and I just found myself saying things that like one seemed really out of character, just because I was like deeply invested in the situation and getting very angry, and saying things that I don't know if in 2 years I'd want to hear myself say, and yeah, I just realized that like nobody cares about this guy, so it's not really much.
That's not true, bro.
I can say better than Drake Has a Baby. He won. You know, he won off that bomb. You know?
I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like if Drake could uncover something just so potent, like Pusha T was also hiding the child, or Pusha T has some type of weird criminal history, has something in there, was on a register. Like if Drake could have pulled that out of a hat, bro, it could have gotten bad for Pusha T. So I don't think there was nothing Drake could have exposed on Pusha T. Or if he could have rapped back against Pusha T, but I don't think rapping back well is good enough. I feel like Drake would have had to come with dirt. Maybe Pusha T is just a solid dude with no type of dirt on his history. Now, Drake would reveal that a lot of things that Pusha T said in that diss record was false. He wasn't hiding his kid from the world, or he wasn't hiding his kid at all. Like, as a matter of fact, he did a couple of DNA tests that were in transit and pending, and he had to wait on the DNA test in order to announce that he had a son. You
know, to be honest with you, I actually did a DNA test for my son, and they came back to us and they said that the DNA test got ruined in transit.
What?
And that they couldn't be 100% sure that that was my son or not. So I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world that was my son, and it wasn't. You know, if you see my boy, you'll understand. Like, you know, at the time, I was like, I mean, he's just a stunning child, you know, with the brightest blue eyes. And at the time, I was like, I don't know. But, you know, it actually wasn't until a week before the album came out that I got confirmation that was definitely my son. It took me 2 more solid tests with 2 different companies.
The Pusha T and Drake beef has always been a weird one to me because round 1, we will say, is the Exodus track versus Duppy Freestyle. And most people will say that Duppy Freestyle was better than the Exodus record. But then some will say the Exodus record from Pusha T was just a bait out to Lil Wayne and Drake to sort of draw them out to battle because he had a nuclear bomb waiting on a second diss track. So, yeah, man, it was just a weird battle because, like, it's hard to name a winner because one side will say, yo,
I feel like Pusha T won.
Drake disengaged. So there was no round 2, and somebody else will say it doesn't matter if Drake disengaged. A round 2 took place, and Drake never showed up, so Pusha T won. But y'all let me know in the comment section.
All right,